Greetings everyone and welcome to Beyond the Bubble. I am Urja Bhatnagar reporting from MRI Swatiban Gurugrams Meera Shara Club. And today we are thrilled to welcome a very special guest, our Director Principal Ma'am, Ms. Aparna Megi.
Thank you.
So ma'am, you have dedicated over 34 years to education. How do you feel sharing your experiences and your journey with us today?
It is 34 years and it feels as if yesterday only I started doing this, and the excitement is just the same. The purpose of life to change lives and be with students all the time and change this younger generation and do better things with them and make them better global citizens. I think that keeps you motivated and inspired, that every day is a new day and you keep on just working. So it doesn't feel like 34 years at all.
How nice. So ma'am, what initially inspired you to take up this fulfilling and impactful career of teaching?
So when I think of and I ponder over that what made me become a teacher, so let me very honestly tell you that I was teacher by default. It was not something I always dreamt of, and I always did not think that I want to become a teacher. In fact, I wanted to become a police officer. And for that I have joined one institute also, Rouse Coaching and everything, to give my IAS, and that's a long story. To cut it short, after I got married and I went to Kota. So my mother-in-law was a teacher in Sophia School, Kota. And one day they had a problem, sometimes teachers get transfers and they move away and suddenly they have to go and we do not have a choice. So there was a shortfall of a teacher teaching maths and physics in Sophia School, Kota. So the principal asked my mother-in-law that you told me about your daughter-in-law, that she has done mathematics and all the other things that you keep telling about her, that she's a merit list person and all. So would she come and take few classes? And definitely I was sitting at home that time thinking what I'll do next in future after getting married. So I said, why not? This is an experiment. So you won't believe that I joined this school and I started teaching physics to 11th grade without being a B.Ed, and maths to 9th and 10th classes, and yes, maths to 6th grade also. And this is how I began my career. And as I went on teaching that, I just realized that this is the best job that I can do. There's nothing better than this in the world that I would like to do. So this is how my career started and I came into teaching. But I wanted to tell you that even if I would have chosen anything else, I'm sure God would have sent definitely back to me to this profession that I am in, because children are the lifeline. And they give you the reason to live, that whatever happens in life, once when you are in school, you are with children, nothing that you remember. So this is how I came into teaching by default, but this is the career I think God has made for me. This is how I feel about it.
Wow. And I'm pretty sure along the way you must have faced many challenges. So could you tell us some of them and how did you overcome them?
Challenges. I don't think there has been any challenge that has occurred and that has happened which I can talk about. Yes, definitely I can think about learning experiences that I can share with you. And so one thing which I would definitely like to share is that once when I was working in Sophia School, Kota, I made a wrong question paper. That I remembered very clearly, and that was my first year of teaching. And so the only mistake I did, that in Rajasthan syllabus, that time it was a state board. So we have maths 1 and maths 2. So maths 1 is all about arithmetic and different things, and maths 2 was about geometry and other things, data analysis and all this. So when I made papers for both of them, by mistake on maths 1 I wrote maths 2, and on maths 2 I wrote maths 1. It so happened that the day the paper was distributed to children, it was written maths 1, but the questions were all about maths 2. So children objected. Immediately we stopped the thing and we took away the papers, and then we already had maths 1 paper on which maths 2 was written. So we gave the right paper to children, but I had to make another paper for maths 2 because children have seen the questions in that, and I was so afraid, I want to tell you, of our principal ma'am, Sister Linda. I can never forget her. And I was so afraid that day. But then I thought that the best thing to do in life is to conquer your fears. And I straightway went to her. Anything before she calls me, I went to her and I said, Sister, I'm really very sorry. I don't know how I made a mistake like this, and it's a learning experience. Give me one chance and this will not happen. She said, Aparna, don't even think about it. You realize your mistake, and that is more than anything else. And then I sat there. I left school at 5 in the evening that day instead of going home at 2. I made a totally new paper, deposited that paper, and then I went home. So what I learned from this, and I keep telling my children about this experience, is that being honest is best. When we say honesty is the best policy, it 100% is like that.
How
So this
inspiring.
is it.
So, do you have any memorable experience to share with us back from those days when you were a teacher or maybe when you were a student?
As memories, when you talk about, so there are so many memories that it's difficult to speak about them in one go in a podcast, which is only for 30 to 40 minutes. But yes, I will try and remember. I remember the day when I left Sophia School, Kota. I worked there for almost 10 years. And the day I left that school, that particular day, I think I've signed most autographs in my life. And I filled in diaries and diaries of my children. And that day, the other teacher who was standing near me told me that today, if Aishwarya Rai would have come to the school, you would have been more famous than her. So that was the condition. So much of crying and so much of autograph signing and all those happened that day. So that is a very memorable day for me. And that day, I became very sure that yes, I am doing the right job. I'm in the right place. And this is what is written for me, which I should do.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your time and your wealth of education with us.
Thank you so much, Urja, for this nice time that I had with you, chatting with you rather. And it was an excellent experience for me also to visit the lanes which you don't visit very often.
It was
Thank you.
very inspirational for me, ma'am.
Same here. Thank you so much.
And thank you to our listeners and viewers for joining us on Beyond the Bubble. We look forward to more of these sessions, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Meera Shala channel. Toodles until next time.